yo te doy un beso y tú quieres de eso. Eres una enferma, una adicta al sexo. Yo te doy un beso y tú quieres de eso. Yo digo esto, yo debo ansiosa, yo sé que lo prendo. No digo mentiras, siempre soy honesto. Algo improvisado, así es perfecto. Como tus hormonas y las molesto. Ya estamos calientes, vamos a echarle reto. Me dices como quieres, te digo que acepto. Tú quisiste esto, lo contracepto. Ahí me someto, onda y de vuelta esto no soy objeto. También la lleva eso, me gusta el proceso. También el suceso, que tu beso gigante sabe que estoy preso. ¿Dónde aprendiste eso? A jugar con el travieso. Con esos movimientos caminero con el tieso. Ella es mi maestra, yo soy su maestro. Repete violento. Eres una enferma, una adicta al sexo. Yo te doy un beso y tú quieres de eso. Eres una enferma, una adicta al sexo. Yo te doy un beso y tú quieres de eso. Fuera de escuela y yo con atención, watching televisión, malón, comiéndote.
If you're just tuning in, this is The Naked Truth on Uptowns Radio 202. I am Julie, live with my guest, Junya, who is actually reading some of our amazing books. Stay tuned because we'll be talking about condoms and what is the best type to buy.
Sony me pele con flow. Sony me pele lento. Sony me pele con flow. Sony me pele abusador. Eres una enferma, una adicta al sexo. Yo te doy un beso y tú quieres de eso. Eres una enferma, una adicta al sexo. Yo te doy un beso y tú quieres de eso. Fina, métele bella, oh, fina, métele bella, oh, Los Vegas, métele bella, oh, Sony, métele bella, oh, digo que quieres una buena muchacha, digo que quieres una buena muchacha, digo que quieres
All right, we are back now live on Uptowns Radio 202. This is The Naked Truth. I am Julie, your host, every Thursday at 8 p.m. We were just talking about condoms, and I honestly wanted to know the women perspective and the male perspective. Right now we're doing the woman perspective, and I want to kind of ask you a few questions about it. Condoms, as I'm going to ask you, do you use it?
Yes.
Okay, when you use it, what type do you normally use?
Well, what I use it's just a lifestyle one.
Nope.
I don't know if there's different types, but I just know it's a lifestyle.
Okay, yes, there are many different types. I will go over a few of them later in this show, talking about which ones that I surveyed, and a lot of people, actually the number one survey I got was Magnum, and it usually had to do with Trojan. Trojan Magnums were the number one that I've got in the surveys. Lifestyle was number two. So yours are still popular. It's a still popular brand. It's not one of those ones that you have no idea what they are, because it's important to know what condoms work, what condoms don't, and then honestly, there are condoms in the world that you can purchase that are not as effective as others. So my next question is, you say you're using condoms. That's great. Safe sex always. Do you buy it or does your partner?
I have mine at my place, and he has like a container at his place, so we're good.
What do you have at your place? What
I
type?
have the lifestyles, and now that I think of it, the condoms that he has, I have no idea what they are. They're just like all black, and
Maybe they're
You know what?
lifestyle.
no, they're not lifestyle. And this is good that you brought this up.
You might want to check.
You know what I'll do is this weekend I'll go take pictures and then I'll send them to you and
Please
see if they're
do.
good.
Want to know which ones. And also, don't
They're the
forget.
free ones, the ones that they get like
Yeah,
at the club.
at the-
Like, I'm assuming that
Or the clinics.
No, he said that he goes with a manager of his that is gay, and they always give out
Oh,
free
yes,
condoms.
yes,
so
they do.
he just takes a whole bunch.
Why wouldn't you? Free condoms, safe sex, always. Now, don't forget that there are different types of condoms out there, but the number one that I have surveyed is Trojan, and the specific one was Magnum. Other ones that they specified was thin, lubricated for her, ecstasy. And I just wanted to know, do you feel a difference in the different type of different type of condoms? Do you see a difference when they're ribbed or when they're not ribbed or when they're lubed or when they're not? I mean, most of them have
Honestly,
latex.
No, I can't tell.
You can't tell. Okay.
Well, because let me clarify. In the beginning of our relationship, we did use condoms. We
Okay.
don't anymore, but I take different precautions, of course.
Of course.
But honestly, I couldn't tell a difference. At least I couldn't tell a difference. I don't know
so
if you did.
you personally couldn't tell a difference. The women don't always tell the difference, to be honest. It really has to do with the fact that if you are able to have sex with your partner at the same time, wear a condom, which is always the best thing, it does make a difference to the majority of men as opposed to women. Women just find it, condoms are never the best feeling. There's always that extra, that like barrier.
I have to say, I prefer without.
Okay, true.
That's just my
I
case.
want to say, out of all of the people I have interviewed, 99% have said they prefer it without a condom. That does not mean that 99% don't use a condom, but when I did my surveys, 51% said they use a condom, while 49% say they don't. And that's not even because they're in a relationship, a long-term relationship. They're actually just in a comfort zone with somebody. It could be friends with benefits. It could be an old lover. They just have this trust. And I find it very interesting because if you are going to do that, I think you should be tested every 6 months. Now, what's your opinion on that? STD testing.
You have to.
Yes.
I did. I did. When I engaged in intimacy with my boyfriend, I was like, okay, I have to do this. And we had a moment of lust and didn't use a condom, and I wasn't on anything, and I was freaking out, and I made an appointment immediately, got tested, and I was like, okay, this is a mistake. I need to go on something else. I can't,
Right.
because it happens. Sometimes you are in the moment.
Yes, and it's common.
Next thing you know, it's like, oh.
Okay, my next question to that is, do you feel like having the options of Plan B, abortions, all of those extra, not let's have a baby, do you feel like those create you to increase the chance of not using condoms?
I believe so, because I know my sister, actually, she had a dilemma a couple weeks ago where she's not using a condom. She's doing the calendar.
What is the
Where
the calendar
you count
where
the
you see when
days,
you have your
And
period?
people go by this, whatever. She's telling me that she's like, oh my God, he didn't pull out in time. And I'm like, well, you're a moron. Do you want kids right now? Like, your career is first. What are you thinking? So we had a really harsh discussion about this. And I was like, well, then continue to do your little calendar thing. And when you have all these issues, she was considering doing the Plan B. And I said, well, Jenny, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. But honestly, you want to be a mom. You want to be able to have kids. And I think in one way or another that affects in the future when you want to have children.
Now, from an educational point, Plan B is out there, ladies and gentlemen. If you do have sex with your partner and unfortunately the condom breaks, that you forget the condom, you're high, you're drunk, you don't remember to use a condom, there are opportunities for you to create a safe way of not having a child, which is Plan B. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, if you are using Plan B on a regular basis with the girl, you are creating a bad, hostile environment for a baby to be born,
Yeah,
because
I
it
believe
does
it.
affect it. And I can say from personal experience, when I was told that I used Plan B more than once, I was told by my doctor that you're actually affecting your future time where you're going to have a child. And I love my son to death. And it would hurt me so much to know that because I used Plan B over and over, I created some type of disorder for him. And that can happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you use Plan B, make sure it's something that it has to be done. Because if you're just using it for fun, like as a condom, don't do that. You're hurting your body. You're hurting your partner's body if it's the girl. And you're buying it for her 100%. Like nowadays, you don't even have to have an ID. Did you know you used to have an ID? You have to have an ID.
No, I've never done it. So
Okay.
I thought you had to go to a clinic to get it done.
Plan B is
it's
over
a
the
pill?
counter. It's now over the counter on CVS.
Wow. I mean, I'm actually glad that you don't have to do all that effort to get Plan B and just buy it. Because
Yeah.
I think the teen rate here is outrageous.
Oh my goodness. I mean, especially after teen mom, you would think that would decrease the amount of
I heard
teen
a rumor that
pregnancies.
apparently they're trying to get pregnant to go on this show.
Oh,
Ridiculous.
that's horrible. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're trying to get pregnant, do it because you want to, not because you want fame. Because honestly, one of the teen moms went and started doing porn. She was actually, and I watched it. If you watched it, let me know what you think. What is your personal opinion?
Wait, is that the girl the Italian girl that her boyfriend died?
Yes, it is
Oh,
Farrah.
it's true. I thought that was a rumor. I
No,
don't really watch those
I
shows.
watched the porn. I needed to know. No, I
Is it
wanted
good?
to see it. I
Is it
saw
good?
it. I was really bored,
it was
honestly. I
boring?
felt like number one though, she did do anal. There was anal.
Ouch.
But and she does have. She did get breast augmentation. She did have a breast increase. It looks better, but she's just so teeny tiny. I feel like gymnasts are great and all that. They can stretch and move, but for her porn, it was just boring. I was like, shut
Maybe
up.
she just needed some money.
Maybe she did, but either way, she was already at a famous level. She was supposed to do Nemo too. The point I want to make is, women don't need to sacrifice their body parts because a male wants to not use a condom. Use a condom. It's the easiest way not to have to use Plan B. It's the easiest way not to have abortions, especially if you're religious in that fact. And by the way, are you religious at all?
I don't believe in religion. I'm not atheist. I do believe in God.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like your religion has created you to change any of your sexual ways or tendencies?
I believe so. If it wasn't religion, it was definitely how my mother raised me.
Okay.
And yeah, that does take a toll, I think. I do think it may take a toll because I have a lot of friends that are in very strict religions, and they're like they are still haven't had sex yet, or if they did have sex, they waited a long time to have sex, and I do think it really does affect.
Yes, I completely agree. I have recently done polls on my Facebook, and I've actually had quite a few people say they're virgins. Now, I want to assume that they're telling the truth because nobody wants to say I'm 25, 26, 27, and I'm a virgin. But I personally think that's beautiful. I think that, if they're taking their religion that serious, good for them. And if they haven't met the perfect person, good for them. But that doesn't mean that if you're not a virgin, that you're a slut or a hoe. It just means you enjoy sex, and there's nothing wrong with that. And LL Cool J tells you that, right? He does.
Doing it and doing it and doing
Your
it.
name, matter of fact, I can't wait for your candy rain.
So what you saying? I get my swerve on, bring it live, make it last forever. Damn, the kitty cat's tired.
Daddy, slow down your flow. Put it on me like a G, baby, nice and slow. I need a roughneck nigga, Mandingo ain't a sack who ain't afraid to pull my hand, spank me from the back.
No doubt, I'm the player that you're talking about.
But do you really think that you can work it out?
I guarantee you, shorty, it's real. Baby, stick it out. Here comes the man of steel.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
I represent Queens. She was raised out in Brooklyn.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
I represent Queens. She was raised out in Brooklyn. I'm in the mix now, searching for the right spot to hit now. Get down.
Damn, I love a dig down. You use a rubber.
Damn right.
You are my lover.
All night.
The pretty good to you, heard the rubber.
Man tight. The only thing left to do was climax. Let's make it last.
Word, we ain't going out like that. All this time you been telling me that you was a dumb.
I tried to warn you, girl, you wouldn't listen. Now let's get it on.
You made me wild. Don't do that. Chill. Wait a minute, baby. Let me please you back.
Talk a good one, shorty.
Ooh, our male guest just entered. Stay tuned because we will have the male perspective with Josh and the female perspective with Dunya.
Safe sexing it, flexing it, getting that affectionate, chewing it, viewing it, all while we're doing it.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
I represent Queens, she was raised out in Brooklyn.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
I represent Queens, she was raised out in Brooklyn. Baby, I wanna hit it in the worst way.
Make it hot.
Scheming on the ass since the first day.
Don't stop. Damn, I love it when you talk like that. Make it bounce, sugar.
Long as you can bounce me back. More flesh than the Greek fest.
Roll up the cess.
Pass the Hennessy.
Put my body to the test. Way back, many niggas ago. I was a young girl listening to higher flow. Now's my chance.
All right, if you are tuning in, we are on Uptown's Radio 202. This is Julie, and this is live, The Naked Truth. Every Thursday, join us. And guess what? We have our male performance tonight. Yay! This is Josh, a good friend of mine. And he's gonna share a little bit about his male perspective. Now, Josh, we were just talking about condoms, STDs, and all that shenanigans. Now, do you use condoms when you have sex?
Certainly.
Okay. Now, before we get into your personal business, let's talk a little bit about you. How old are you?
I'm 20 years old. I'm
How old are you?
20.
You're 20. I thought you were 21.
Oh, you got me mistaken.
Oh, okay. Well, we got a youngin' on here. A little bit of an age difference.
21, 1 year, it doesn't matter.
Okay, okay.
All right, so, well, about me, a little bit myself. I started a company not too long ago. I did bartending for a little bit. I did serving for a little bit. I did managing at the club, Love. Y'all should all go there. That shit's party.
Yeah, love is nice. Love is nice.
Besides the condom thing, I do like to be very protective about myself, and who wouldn't, you know, like everybody wants to protect their idea of themselves, you know, like the personality, how you carry yourself, that's all important, and that relates to sex, either how you want to put it, you know, so.
When you have sexual relations, you use condom every time?
Yes.
Okay.
There has been times I haven't done it, but that's only with the people I do trust and I have been with for a while.
Now, when you grew that trust, did you see their STDs results, or did you just believe what they would tell you?
I did not. I never checked for STD like she. Like I
Right,
never
right.
did that. But as far as like them telling me, like I was with them for at least maybe more than a year or so. In order for me to trust them and believe that they were healthy, you know,
Now,
hygienic.
was there another type of birth control you were using?
Another type of birth control. as
Like,
far
was it
as-
condoms only, or was she on the pill? Was she on the, like, a shot? Was she on the patch, or was it just condoms?
You know, normally if she's taking the pill, I would decline the condoms because it's way better, you know. But if like that's only that is within those ranges of like if I know the person well enough, and if she does take a pill and I'm like I barely know you, then I'm just like gonna wear a condom and I'll be like, yeah. I mean,
What kind of condoms do you bring?
Good question. I got like a pack of Trojans at the house that I never used before because
Yeah.
Exactly,
Expiration date, ladies, 2 years. 2 years. And don't have guys take out their wallet and have one that's already been like sitting there for like 10 months. It makes a difference. It actually can create it to decrease the actual protection for you and your partner.
I have heard that.
And even sun can decrease it. Like having that temperature, room temperature is necessary for condoms. It can decrease the fact that it's, you know, creating you not to get STDs, not to get pregnant, not to pop. Now, quick question. Have you ever had a broken condom?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that experience.
That was the worst experience of my life, and that happened twice. And this is why.
What condoms were you using, first off?
Yeah, this is a reason why I don't use Lifestyle or Trojan.
Whoa, those are our
Exactly.
top two, by the way.
Yes, those break on you easily, especially if you're like thrusting a lot. You know, like.
Do
I
you
don't like
do you
those,
feel
and
like
I was
banging hard creates your condom to be malfunctioning? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it kind of pulls it back, so like well, you know, like the rubber pulls back so much that you will actually
Pop it.
Yeah, you'll pop it.
Okay. What about you, Dunya? Do you feel like, for example, have you ever had that experience where one broke?
No, I have not, thank gosh.
Okay. Do you feel like, as a woman perspective, that when you have sex, if you're really thrusting, if he's really deep and you're going hard, like hardcore, does it affect you in any way? Like, oh my God, this condom's gonna pop. Or do you think about that?
I don't think about that because I'm really focused in the moment. To me, it's really important to have an orgasm, so that's the last thing on my mind. But I will say this, I get irritated by the rubber, the lubricant that they use.
I can agree to that. As a woman perspective, condoms, they're safe. They make you have a little bit of a barrier between, okay, you know, I'm not going to get infected, I'm not going to get pregnant, but condoms do create a sense of, I don't know, in my personal opinion, I feel like impersonal. And I don't want to at all say don't use condoms, because I'm 100%, it's always better to use condoms. And if you're not using condoms, have a backup like birth control, the pill, There's also the shot, things like that. But do you feel like, in your personal opinion, that condoms are not the best to have sex?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
use them
And your
that much.
personal opinion?
Yes, I don't like condoms. I hate them. They're the worst thing on a male's. Like, you can put it in a male's thing, but to be safe is better than be sorry. You know?
Exactly. It's better safe than sorry.
Always wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. It's important because you know why? There are actually 19 million STDs found every year. 19 million, ladies and gentlemen. So always make sure to wrap it up, whether you trust your partner or not. It's more important to be safe than to have that aftermath where, shit, I have a fucking STD. What am I going to do? And next up, I will tell you where you can go and where you can find new ways to get checked, okay? So stay tuned because we're going to talk about where you can go and get STD checks, what you can do. And by the way, did you guys know there's an online way to get checked if you have an STD?
No.
Yes, there is an online way.
How
and
does that work?
the way it works is basically you get you buy the product, it gets sent to you, you take the test and you resend it to them. And when you resend it to them, you're not sending it to like a CVS pharmacy or like a clinic. You're sending it to like a very important place where they're going to check all type of STDs.
Is this free?
This is not free. Some are $25, some go with your insurance and can be free. And when we get back, I'll let you know different places that you can actually find where you can get STDs checking for free, where you can go find a free clinic. It's not as hard as you think, and honestly, if you feel like you or your partner are not completely honest with each other, then you should get tested because it's better to be safe than sorry.
Say I'm look like a lollipop. Oh yeah, she say I'm look like a lollipop. Like a lollipop. Yeah, I like that. Say I'm like a lollipop. Shout say that she with can't. But shout it, I'm like I can't miss. And you can't do this, and you don't do that. Shout it, need a refund, need to bring that nigga back. Just like a refund, I make her bring that air back. And she bring that air back, because I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
All right, if you are tuning in, this is Uptown's Radio 202 on The Naked Truth. I am Julie, and we talk about sex topics every week, from sex education, from getting better sex tips, all the way to where can I get tested for STDs? So we are going to go back into that topic because it's very important that you have safe sex, and if you don't, that you get tested, because it's important that you don't share or spread, because you can get reinfected, by the way. Even if you get tested and treated, you can get reinfected. It does not make you immune. All right, Josh, thank you for coming on our show. I appreciate it. Now, I want to know a little bit about condoms with you. Now, did you ever tell us what type of condoms you prefer?
Magnum.
Okay.
Best thing. They got this new style. Actually, it's Magnum. I think it's hardcore. I don't know. I think I have it in my wallet too.
Okay, if you have it in your wallet, pop it out. He's about to pop out his wallet and show me his condom. And I want to see, what kind of condom does he carry? Oh, that's not new. I've been using that for 2 years.
No, but I recently.
Let's check that expiration date. Hold
No,
on.
no.
We'll put him on the spot.
Ladies, if you are with your men right now,
We're
take
gonna
a little
find-
check and see when they expire
Wait, this
because
doesn't
most
even
men
have-
carry it in their wallet and
Wait,
it expires.
This doesn't have the expiration date. Wouldn't the heat like
Yeah,
damage
they
it?
have expiration date. They
That
have
doesn't
to.
have- I
It
don't
has
see
to.
one. Now I'm concerned.
I'm a little concerned.
You need to.
You know
need to
what?
Put a reminder on your phone. Change it every 3
I'm
weeks or something.
concerned this one does not have one. And this is, if you can't see, this is Magnum. And I
See,
do
ladies, you
prefer
gotta watch
Magnum.
out for your back, man.
Actually,
don't trust a guy just because
it's
he has a
very
condom.
interesting that you brought this because this was not for show. By the way, the number one choice that I got on all my surveys was Trojan Magnum. So right here we have it in person. You did not know I was going to ask you to take that out, did you? Okay. It's very interesting because I honestly prefer the Magnum. I feel like the man feels more comfortable. There's more space. There's more, he feels comfort. Now, what
Yes.
is your opinion?
And there's actually this new one that's more like thinner, and you get more filling out of it. So that way, the female gets more filling out of it too. So it's worth.
It's worth
trying.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, where do you buy your condoms?
CVS or depends 7-Eleven if I'm in a rush.
Okay. About how much do you spend?
Monthly, I would say depends. It depends
Okay.
on the situation.
When
Really,
you-
monthly?
No. It's important because I want to share something very important. Now,
Alright.
if you buy condoms in a bulk, I would suggest going to Costco. If you don't have a Costco membership, I would like to share mine with you so that you make sure you are safe sexing.
You
it
gotta
up,
be
okay?
real busy
because
if you
honestly,
need a bulk.
No. It's worth it because number one, I feel as a woman, when there's a bulk laid out in front of me and I know he's pulling out that whole wrap, I'm like, you know what? We can have sex multiple times and I'll feel safe and comfortable. But when a guy pulls
Good
out
point.
one condom, I'm like, shoot. I kind
Why
of
would
need
they only have one?
I
condom?
kind of
That's
need
sad.
just one orgasm tonight. No,
Oh,
honey. Go get
no.
another one.
So
okay?
guys, put at least 4 in your
Yeah.
wallet.
Honestly, it's very interesting. I would like to hear your personal opinion
Make it feel
on
like you
how
make
many
other
condoms
things
do you
fit.
actually carry? Because when it's at home, I'm sure you have that box and it's never been opened. Don't lie. But if it has been opened, carry at least 2 to 3 because sometimes one breaks. Sometimes you were nervous, and sometimes some crazy thing happens where you can't get to it, and you're like, oh, we got to stop. Where's the other condom? And then you can't. Have you ever been in that situation when you're with a woman and you're like, shit, we just used the last one and it broke? What do you do?
I normally regret for like about 10, 15 minutes.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
you're like,
damn,
hold
damn,
up,
damn,
let me
damn,
go to
damn,
the
damn.
store. Is that what you're like?
About like.
Do you go to
20
your
minutes later, and then we're
your
like, yeah,
neighbors?
But yeah, that's when it happens. You know, you normally plan it out. You be like, oh well, let's go to the store and maybe we try this again. Or sometimes you just be like, well, the mood just kind of fell off. So
I was gonna ask you that question. Female and male perspective. I'd like to know mood. Does it change when the condom comes out? When you know that the condom's about to be opened, ripped,
Yes.
placed on, does it change the mood?
Does it change the mood? I mean, if I'm horny and I want to have sex, it's not gonna change my mood. I'm trying to get it in.
It does when after the breaks. If you see it break, then you're automatically thinking something else in your brain. Like you're like, oh shit,
So you're not gonna keep going? Is that what you're saying? When it breaks, you stop? Do you say 4 words like, oh shit, now a baby? Or what are the other ones I heard? You got another one? Or there's some amazing ones, and I actually post them on my show, facebook.com/Naked Truth with Julie S. And I have a lot of 4 words that you use after you break a condom. What are your top 4?
forwards.
What would you say if a condom just broke right now and you would say 4 words?
Oh, 4 words. I'll be like, oh mother, damn.
What about you, Dunya? What would you say? The one carrying the baby.
I think it's more than 4 words. I say, let's go to the store now.
Let's go to this one now. Okay, yeah. It is more than 4 words. But it's very interesting to hear if you only have 4 words, what it would be. And a lot of people say some crazy, funny stuff on Facebook.
I remember one. You're on your own.
You're on your own? Or not another baby mama. That's another
there's
one.
another one.
There's a couple, man. I laughed my butt
I remember
off.
we talked about this the other day.
We did.
My girlfriend's son told me this, and he's like 16.
Oh, my goodness. It was probably more like, you got another condom?
I think that's what it is. You're on your own.
You're on your own.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you haven't experienced a breakage condom, but you have experienced a breakage condom.
Yes, I have.
And what does that do to the mood?
Exactly.
Is it done? Is it a done
automatically
deal?
kills
Or do
it.
you be like, okay, you got another
But
condom?
There's situations where like you've been with that person for a while, so you want to wear a condom because you want to prevent having a baby, not as far as worried about the STDs or any other precautions.
Right.
But at that time, you keep going, but once you like see a girl and you're like probably just with her and shit, and the condom breaks, you're like fuck, I hope we block that out.
All right. So we've been talking about condoms all night, STDs, and when we come back after this song, you're going to learn a little bit more about where you can get STD checked, okay? Where you can go to get free clinic tests. You can get tests over the internet, like I explained, and you can also get tests in person. And if you don't have health insurance, there are other places you can go to. And if you do have health insurance, Kaiser does help you. And I've had the majority of women and men that have explained to me when I ask them, have you been tested? They answer yes. Where did you get tested? Kaiser. Do you have insurance? Yes. So if you have Kaiser Permanente insurance, you can get tested. And if you want to know more about that, check on my Facebook.com, Naked Truth with Julie S. Enjoy the song because I fucking love it.
Got a thing for a queen who don't wanna leave. I ain't about to judge you, don't judge me. You ain't gotta really sing about your rap sheet, cause I heard you. Yeah, in the literal sense, I mean that. Rough sex saying I love ya, but to kiss him is saying you mean that. I know, I just be calling a mean ass. Oh, the irony, got the bomb in D, but the problem is probably a D pass. Still I'm feeling this something I need bad. Thinking if I get it, I need this. I don't need emotion to open your deep sea.
If you're tuning in, this is Uptown's Radio 202. I've got a special guest who will not reveal their personality or their name, but they are about to open their first condom. Oh, don't throw it at me, girl. Okay, because you're about to open it. And she's going to open her first condom.
Do him a favor because that shit is
in
expired.
her entire life. And I want to know, for the viewers out there, where did you learn to open a condom and who taught you how to put one on? Did you really use a banana? Did you really learn in sex ed? I want to know where you learned. Was it your friends when you were getting high? Was it your friends when you were getting drunk? Tell me, did you do it together with a friend or did your mom teach you?
Or
I
you're
want
going
to
to do
know
it now like our
where
friend over
you
here.
learned to put a
Yay.
condom on, because you know what? Condoms
Are
are
important.
safe sex, and
Important.
it's important, okay? Whether it's somebody you love or somebody you trust or somebody you just met, a condom is a condom, and a herp
And it can protect you
is a
from a
herp.
lot of things.
A lot, from HIV to STDs to babies,
Baby mama drama.
baby mama drama, and I don't agree with those words because I'm against baby mama drama,
My bad.
but
my
I
bad.
completely understand why you would want to use a condom.
Play big, trust me, I humble your mean ass. Look, shawty is actually improving. Cause the one in front of is working with deep breath. Yep, bed, floor, couch, more, shower, Lord, perm, done. Love, nah, called in the morning, cell number wasn't on, goddamn.
Easy, baby. I never made love, no, I never did. But if you know how to fuck, I'll be a bad girl. I'll prove it to you. I can't promise that I'll be good to you. 'Cause I have some issues. I won't miss, not having it, but at least I can admit that I'll be bad to you. Yeah, I'll be good in bed, but I'll be bad to you.
If you're just tuning in, it's Uptown's Radio 202. This is The Naked Truth with Julie, and I just watched a first-time girl put on a condom. Now she's smelling it. She's
just told her to
literally smelling it.
Wait,
I'm
but-
not lying.
Let
I'm
me
not. Did she
demonstrate.
smell it? Did
Let
you
me
watch her?
Yeah, she smelled
She's
it.
gonna explain
Let me
this
explain
experience.
how this went.
Please.
So she goes,
Please.
where do I put it? In my arm? Which side? Because she was a pro. Oh.
That was mine. Yeah, that was mine.
Okay, so Josh is like, put it in your arm. Next thing you know, slide it all in, and she's like, oh my god.
She got a whole mandingo on that mother. She fisted it. She was ready to fist. And I want to explain. It's okay if you don't know how to put a condom on, whatever age you are, but learn because it's important. Because if you don't, what is it? You squeeze the top. Is that correct?
Yeah, well,
You know
from
what? Let's
when
get
I
the
did it-
male perspective and the
Yeah.
female perspective
How
and
do
hear
you
what
put
they
a condom
think
on?
is the right way to put it on. Hold on.
All right, yeah. So you're supposed to squeeze the top while you roll it down, I guess, and make it all fit. And see if it's tight. If it's too tight, you might want to take it off, put another one on. See if there's a little rips in between.
This
but
is why it's important to have
be
more
safe,
than one
be
condom,
safe.
boys.
You always got to be safe with this because baby mama drama or all that others, yeah, it will happen.
You told me how to put a condom on the male perspective. I want to hear the female perspective. You ever put a condom on your man?
Of course I did.
All right, and who taught you that, by the way? Did
I
he?
actually
Or sex education in middle school?
sex ed.
Sex ed. Okay. Was it the banana? Okay. What taught you?
Dude, I actually saw American Pie and I started like messing around with it.
Wait, did you do it? Did you use a pie? Did you experiment with a pie? Don't lie.
I did
Don't
not
lie.
use the pie.
Keep it
I
real.
did not
Keep it
use the
real.
pie. But
Did
I
you
have.
want to? Did you
I
try?
have
Did
your-
you think about it?
No, I thought about it. Yes,
Ah,
I did.
see,
Yes,
he
I did.
thought about the pie.
I'm sorry.
The
I
warmth
have.
of the pie.
I mean, come on. It kind of makes you question. It questions your fate, man. Like, does it really feel good or not? But I used the sock before. That's the worst I got.
All right. Let's get back into our condom talk. Now, we were talking about condoms and how important it is to have sex with condoms. And honestly, a lot of people watch pornography, and condoms in the relation to this topic is, do you like to watch pornography when there's a condom in the actual porn?
I never actually checked for that. I see it sometimes when I see in the clip, oh, he has a condom on, but it doesn't really grab my...
It doesn't affect you in any way with the porn.
Yeah, towards porn, look, I'm watching it from TV. I really don't care if the guy's away.
I actually did a survey, and the majority of men actually said 55% wanted to watch it without a condom. Reasons are, number one, it looks more amateur. Number two, even though they're not having sex with that woman, they feel like it's more real. Number three, it's more naughty. And number four is taboo. They want to watch a female have sex with a male without a condom because they feel it's more real, more amateur-like. Now, as a female perspective, what do you feel? Do you feel like it matters when you watch pornography and there's a condom, or no?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm just trying to release some stress and have an orgasm. So no.
A lot of guys have actually talked to me. About 55% told me, yes, it matters because I don't want to watch it with a condom. It's ridiculous. Now, the other 45% have told me when they watch porn and there's a condom, they don't care. Porn is porn. Nakedness is nakedness. Now, when you watch porn, does it matter if there's a condom or not? Does it turn you off? Does it make you want to switch? Are you in a different category?
It doesn't matter at all. You just watch. I mean, for my type of porn, I only watch the girl mostly and the guy less. So as far as the guy wearing a condom, I could give two craps. But otherwise, I mean, what do you think?
It really doesn't matter. I'm just trying to have an orgasm. So.
Right. Of course. Now, when you're having your porn views, is there a specific category that you always search for?
No, I mean, there's.
It's okay. I'm gonna list.
Let us know what you like
I'm
to
gonna
watch.
list a bunch of male perspectives, and you tell me what your favorite is.
Look. I mean, sometimes, like back in the days, I used to see like all like famous porn stars, come out and show their ass or show their tits and everything else. So I would be interested in that. Like, what if you saw Megan Fox naked? That would be something you
So you like celebrities?
Yeah, you like celebrity porn.
So
Is
that would be
something
your
you would wanna
that would be
watch?
your category.
Okay,
Now
so
let
that's your
me
category.
go through
Celebrity
a few
porn. Have you seen the
categories
Paris
that I
Hilton
found.
one? What's my category?
Yeah, what's your category? You want me to go through a few? I'm gonna go through a few.
I like amateur. My preference is threesome.
Okay. Now I want to know why. Explain.
Well, that's a fantasy of mine.
It's a
so,
fantasy. Okay.
I mean, it just turns me on.
Now, if it from fantasy to reality, would you take that chance to have a threesome with your partner? If so, when it comes to a threesome, woman, male, woman, male, woman, what is your choice?
Yes, I would have a threesome with my boyfriend, and it would be 2 females and a male, and I
Okay.
would be the center of attention. Point
Of course.
blank.
I completely agree. I feel like, in my personal female perspective, I would like a male, not because I want to be promiscuous in any way. It's just I find it more interesting for me to be the star, and I feel like if
But
there's
you
another
can be the
girl, I'm
star
not the
with
star.
another girl.
No.
You don't
Boobies
think so?
are boobies. Vagina is vagina. In my personal opinion, when it comes to threesome, I want to be the star, and I know that if another sexy girl's behind me, I'm not going to be the star. I'm going to be the co-host. I don't want to be the co-host.
No, she
I
does
want to be
not.
the star. Okay?
No, I mean, I've discussed this with my boyfriend. I'm like, no, I'm going to be the star. I'm not going down on a girl. It's not working out.
Well,
these are the rules, point blank.
Exactly. You set some ground rules. You're like, yeah. I mean, if you want to do this with your husband or your boyfriend, and well, there's gotta be set boundaries within that. So
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
you gotta have to be the star. If you want that, then you set those rules up for yourself.
I agree with what he said.
Understood. I agree. In the same perspective. Now, when it comes to pornography, when I did my actual survey, I got 55% say they want to watch a pornography with no condom, and a lot of people would say I like it because it's realistic, it's naughty, it's taboo. Condom or no condom?
Doesn't matter.
Condom or no condom?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay, I got 2 and it doesn't matter. Now, when it comes to categories, what do you personally like to watch? Me is Latina, big booty, and big boobies. What about you?
I like threesomes.
Threesomes? Wait. Before threesomes, is that girl, boy?
Oh, 2 females and a male.
2 females and a male. Okay, and you?
She
is a little bit. Teeny tiny.
She won't say it. She won't say it. But
She
she's
is
a little
okay.
vicarious.
Because I'm going to make a comment about that in a second. Go ahead.
All right. Me, I like celebrities.
Celebrities, okay. I want to make a comment about the lesbian porn. Now, if you are a woman and you watch lesbian porn, it is normal. Do not feel like you are attracted to women. Do not feel like I'm bi-curious. Honestly, a lot of women, when I did my surveys, like to watch lesbian porn because they want to know what other girls like, what other girls do. And lesbian porn helps you with that, and there's no dick involved. And some girls do not want to watch it. Same with men. I've actually had the number 1 was Latina. Hey, I'm a Latina. I understand why, because that's the number 1 thing I pick is Latina, big boobs, big booty. Now, we're about to wrap up the show, and we're ending in like 2 minutes, and I'd like to thank everyone who tuned in to Uptown Radio's 202. A special thanks for the support from DJ Angel, Alex Breezy, DJ Dolly Talk Show, and I want to let you know that you can reach them every Wednesday, 10 p.m. DJ Breeze, every Thursday, 8 p.m. Julie with the Naked Truth, every Friday, Dolly Talk Show, at 4, and then every Saturday at 4 o'clock, the Double XL Show, and that's only for 21 and up. So if you are ready to drink and learn about some good shit, watch the Dolly Talk Show. And I want to say thank you for my interviewers. Thank you to Dunya. Thank you to Josh.
Thank you,
I want to
Julie.
thank everybody who did any
Yeah,
of
thank you,
the
Julie.
surveys, anyone who joined me tonight. I want to appreciate all the people that tuned in. I want to say thank you so much to the Uptowns Radio 202 for showing me support. And do you guys have any questions that you personally want to ask each other that you never thought you could ask a male, you never thought you could ask a female? What are the one question that you could think of right now that you could ask him and you could ask her? Go ahead.
All right. Have you ever took it up the ass? Sorry. It just had to come out bold.
Anal sex, I've attempted.
All right. Attempt. How about you?
Have you tried to stick it up the ass?
No.